In today's gaming news, Crowfall's big announcement has been revealed, Cities Skylines gets a release date, and EverQuest Next may not be free to play after all. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. This is Force here with your day's gaming news. First up today, Crowfall's big 40-day countdown timer is about to come to a close. However, developer Artcraft has let the cat out of the bag one day early. In a post on Crowfall's website, it was announced that tomorrow's big reveal will be the launch of their Kickstarter campaign. Wait, what? That's the big reveal? There's been a 40-day countdown timer for a Kickstarter campaign? You gotta be kidding me. Well, that's not all there is. There's gonna be some early gameplay footage that will be revealed as well, but that's the big hoopla. That's the big news. Now, this isn't completely by surprise because they did announce a few weeks ago that they would be seeking crowdfunding, but it's a little disappointing that you set up a 40-day countdown timer to say, hey, you guys could give us money now for this game. But, you know, I guess we'll at least get some gameplay footage tomorrow. And if you want to throw money at an unknown thing, you can do that too. Next up, we've got a release date for the upcoming city simulation game, Cities Skylines. From the makers of Cities in Motion, Cities Skylines allows you to construct a city from the ground up, balancing essential requirements such as education, water, electricity, police, firefighting, healthcare, and more. The game is available for pre-order now for $29.99 and will be launching on March 10th. For all intents and purposes, this basically just seems like it's gonna be SimCity. In essence, from the gameplay footage I've seen so far, it might be more of a simulation focus. They're supposed to have like working traffic and things like that. Again, it is from the creators of Cities in Motion. If you're hoping for multiplayer, unfortunately, you're not gonna be getting that from Cities Skylines, as it is a single player focused game. So there is that to consider as well. I'll be keeping my eye on Cities Skylines, and I may just do some gameplay coverage here on the channel, but I do happen to know there's already a ton of footage on the internet, so you can check some stuff out. And last up in news today, it looks like EverQuest Next may not end up being free to play. During a recent dev team Q&A, EQN's senior producer Terry Michaels revealed that the game may not end up being free to play. He said, "Not every model for monetizing a game fits with every game type. Right now, we believe that they're going to be free to play games, but we're not willing to say absolutely that that's what they're going to be at this point in time." Now, if you don't happen to know, Sony Online Entertainment was recently purchased by an investment firm, and they changed their name to Daybreak. There was a ton of restructuring, which just basically means, unfortunately, a bunch of layoffs, and there's been a bunch of concern about the future of SOEs, now called Daybreak. There's concern about their future titles. Specifically, EQN lost a ton of their senior staff, and people have been working on the game forever. Now, they did clarify during this Q&A that yes, EverQuest Next is still being developed, as is Landmark. They're still moving forward. They still have all the plans they had in the past, unfortunately now just with less staff. And the whole free-to-play thing, you know, I guess I happen to go back and forth on this. On the one hand, I like subscription fees and models for games that I'm going to stick to because I think that makes for the better gameplay experience. Yes, you're paying every month, but then you don't have to worry. You're going to get content updates constantly. You're going to get the support that you want. But on the other hand, if it's an MMO that you leave and you consider going back to, that's a huge barrier to entry. Having to pay $15 and then hopping in and playing for an hour or two and realizing, oh, now I remember why I stopped playing. I'm hoping for the best with EQN. As a lot of people, I'm going to keeping a cautious eye on this title going forward because we really don't know with this restructuring what the end product is going to be compared to what we expected. All right, guys, that is going to do it for today's episode of The Feed. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to comment in the comment section below about any of the topics discussed here today. How do you feel about Crowfall's big announcement being that they're starting a Kickstarter? Cities Skylines, are you going to be checking it out? Is it the next Sim City? And then lastly, EverQuest Next may end up being not free to play. How do you feel about that potential shift? And thanks guys so much for watching. Hope you have a fantastic afternoon. Once again, this has been Forced, and you have just been force-fed. I'm going to be honest with you, I can't believe I even got through recording this. I am a hot mess. It has been a horrible few days of illness, and just watch the outtakes. Now, if you don't know, Sony Online Entertainment was recently... Next up, we've got a release date for the upcoming city building... Can't talk today. Although developer Artcraft has let the cat out of the... The cout? The cout? Let the cout out? You didn't let the cout out of the boog. No, you didn't.